is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come. When you feel my heat, look into my eyes. It's where my demons hide. It's where my demons hide.
Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to your New York Rangers BAGM mode. We are going to get the rest of the season completed here. This one might be a long one, so get your snacks ready. Pause the video, go get some snacks, get some water, do whatever you got to do. This one may be upwards of half an hour because I want to start kicking some ass on this GM mode. We got to get rolling. We got to get some videos out. If we want to, even make it respectable, go past 10 years, we're not even close yet. We have so much time to go here. We are going to go to our team ranking statistics. We are currently in year number 3, and I want to get to like year 11, year 12, and hopefully we still have time to continue this GM. I want to get some prospects going, but we need to get some victories, and as of right now, we're not doing terrible. It could be a lot more improved, could be a lot worse, but in the Metropolitan Division, we are currently 4th. It's actually not too bad because I'm just going to actually start the simulation here while I talk about it, but our division is actually really shitty. The Islanders have 59 points, and we seem to be just about there. All we need to do is string like 3 or 4 wins together, and we're going to be right in the first spot. But I asked you guys about the injuries. Turn them off, turn them on. What do we do here? And big, huge loss there. Gave away 2 points against Buffalo. Come on, win against Stammer and the big guy Ben Bishop. 4-3. There you go. But I asked you guys about the injuries, and I'm actually going to pause the simulation while I talk about this here. This comment is pretty much what I'm feeling about the injuries. Chris Knapp, he says, I prefer injuries on. It may bog you down some, but I like the realistic feeling. Hockey is not a sissy sport. Also, it opens up potential for you to grab some talent on waivers. Keep them on, in my honest opinion. I agree with that. And then Jackson Crosby comes right in. He says, you make good points, but injuries in this game happen 100 times more in real life. And this guy says, good point. So there's 2 sides to the spectrum here. I'm going to keep injuries on for this year, and I'll probably have a poll at the end of the playoffs this year, going into year number 4, whether we should play with them on or whether we should play with them off. But that's for the future. We're worrying about right now, and we need to string some victories together. 3-1 loss. Marcel Goc, 33 years old, really good face-offs. Actually, 1 year left at 1.4. That's the center depth that we could get on the waiver wire. You know what? Let's go ahead. Place him in the minors. We'll call him up if we need. He's basically going to be not a rented player because he's not going to play, but if any injuries do happen, which we have been bit by the injury bug, we can definitely go ahead and we can definitely put him in there. Marcel Goc, welcome to the Big Apple. So that's kind of my take on the injuries. They're a bitch, but it makes it really realistic. So probably get Jimmy Hayes back before the Arizona game. So regardless of this game, I'll start Ken Appleby against Arizona, even though we're getting some victories together. Maybe I'll start Lundqvist here, and if he wins, I'll keep him in. The next loss, I'll start Ken Appleby. How does that sound? And we get Jimmy Hayes back. Christo, you can go to the minors. Christo is getting out of here, and we can finally get our team back. Oh my god, we're finally injury-free. Christo, goodbye. Let's put Jimmy Hayes back in the lineup. Thing I do want to talk about though is our situation with Patrick Marleau and our situation with Jesper Fast. There's a lot of people saying, oh my god, Kevin Hayes has been injured till April 18th. Oh my god, that's a month away. That's why the injuries just suck. That's why they're just so shitty. But thank god we got Marcel Goc. Thank god we picked him up. He is going to have to play on the team here. So let me just do all the lines hands all over again. Gee, that's why I just hate the injuries. You know what? Speaking of what I was just talking about, Jesper Fast, you're coming up to the first line, buddy, and you're playing right there. Felix Pox, you're coming up for the time being, and we are going to go ahead and give Marcel Goc that time right there. We'll put Jimmy Hayes up here, Marcel Goc, because Dominic Moore has better face-offs. So that's how that's going to look. Jimmy Hayes is going to get the third line, and then Kreider, Marlowe, and Jesper Fast. But I want to talk about Jesper Fast because people are saying, oh, you gave up on him way too quick. And I didn't give up on the kid at all. He's got 40 points in 57 games this year. He's going to get more points than he had last year. That's excellent. That's awesome. And I really do like Jesper Fast. That's not an issue at all. So I think what we're going to do once we get Kevin Hayes back is I will go ahead and put Jesper Fast on the first line, and I'll put Marlowe on the second line. Because, you know what? He scored 33 goals. I was watching some other GMs, and they got like 84s on the first line, and there's no reason why we shouldn't have 84s on the first line. You know what? He got 33 goals last year, having a great year for this year. There's no reason why we shouldn't, we shouldn't trust him just because of his lower overall. It's not going to be like a deal breaker or anything. So I am okay with playing Jesper Fast on the first line. Let me just do all of the injuries once again. We're actually going to play Pox on the second line power play. He's got 83 for faceoffs, and we're going to give the kid some more jump here. Going to give him some more ice, and we're going to give him some more responsibility. He's going to be a huge part of this squad, and it is now for him to take a little bit of a lead here. It's his rookie year, but it is time. He actually won there against Arizona, so we're stringing some victories together, boys. Let's keep it going. If I have to roll with Henrik Lundqvist throughout the whole year, so be it. Ken Appleby, I believe he's like 1-6, so I'm not really comfortable, I'm not comfortable starting that goaltender. We have Henrik Lundqvist, and I kind of put to rest about trading Henrik Lundqvist. Lundqvist is retiring as a Ranger. You can't not have, he's retiring as a New York Ranger. He's gonna retire. Marcel Goc has been injured, the poor guy. These injuries, man, oh my god. At least it's not someone too crazy. Who do we have to call up? Christo once again. Oh my goodness. We'll put Christo on the fourth line. This guy's going up and down the lineup like crazy. Christo, there you go. But Henrik Lundqvist will retire in the blue and white, no question. The blue and white with a little bit of red. He is retiring as a New York Ranger, and we are stringing wins together. That is why he's retiring as a New York Ranger. 2 shutouts in his last 3 games up against the Islanders, 6-1. It's too easy for Henrik Lundqvist. He's such a good goaltender, man. He's so good. How many wins is that in a row? That is, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 in a row for the Blue Shirts. And I'm thinking about making a trade here, and it's to boost up our fourth line. It's another win. That's 9 in a row going into the trade deadline. So this is okay. So we've won 9 in a row. Is it just a hot streak, or is it for real? Are we for real here? The only player I am gonna put on the trade deadline is Thomas Kopecky. I want to upgrade our fourth line wing spot. Having an 80 overall player doesn't really do it for me. We've won 9 in a row. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I totally believe in that mentality. Sorry, my recording software just crashed there, but we're back, and we actually have 1 trade here in the first hour. Pickanen for a second, a third, and Girardi. He's got a big price tag. 1 year left, though, and we honestly don't really need Yanni Pickanen. We had the opportunity to pick him up last year at the free agent pool, but we're gonna pass on Yanni Pickanen for sure. I had an idea, but again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So now I'm really hesitant to make this trade, and it's going to Long Island once again. It's picking up a fourth liner, and it is Joel Ward. See, they want to get rid of him. He's making next to nothing. He's got 2 years left. He's 36 years old. He's listed as a third liner. Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I believe that mentality, but we could easily give up Kopecky and a third. That would be a trade that I would feel comfortable giving up. Kopecky is making $1 million. He's 80 overall, 35 years old, -8 8, 11 points. He's really doing nothing for us. We could upgrade our fourth line. Again, Joel Ward having a terrible year in Long Island, but he's got the discipline I like, got the defensive awareness. It's just an upgrade from Thomas Kopecky, but he's got better defensive awareness, and he's kind of the player I would much prefer on my fourth line. I mean, he had a huge playoff run last year with the Islanders. He's having an absolutely horrendous year. You know what? I'll go. I don't want to overpay. I don't want to give a third for a fourth liner. Kopecky and a fourth, take it or leave it. If this does not go through, I'm not going to be completely heartbroken. It's not going to go through. We could try it. Yeah, it's not going to go through. You know what? I'm fine. We just won 9 in a row coming into the trade deadline. There's no reason why we should make any moves. There's people telling me you got to upgrade Kopecky. You have to do it, and I know, but you know, that's like the lowest of player that we could possibly get. We have Arizona calling us here, and they want a second and they want our second and Adam Tambellini, who is 71 overall, 3 gold star player, 3rd round pick from the Islanders, in exchange for Lauri Korpikoski. He's 83 two-way forward, 90 discipline on him. Ooh, he's got 1 year left at $3 million, 38 points this year. We could chuck him on the fourth line. He's honestly not a fourth line player, but it's not bad. What is that? A second and Tambellini for Lauri Korpikoski, hey? Lauri Korpikoski, so he's 30 years old, 6'1", 205. He's not a fourth line guy, and our team is going to be, it's just Marlowe's kind of the extra guy now. I like his discipline. I love his defensive awareness. He's got some sort of offensive skill. He scored 28 goals in 2014, 2015, 55 points. He needs a change of scenery. He was drafted by the Rangers. Do we bring him home? If we could get... Man, that just leaves a spot out. Honestly, I think we're going to have too many players. We put Korpikoski on the fourth line. He's got really good discipline. Probably could kill a decent amount of penalties, but he's not a fourth line player, you know? I was not expecting this. A second's kind of steep, though, if we're paying for a fourth liner. I'd be more comfortable giving you a third and a fourth, but then again, playing Korpikoski on the fourth line really isn't something I want to do. It would upgrade our fourth line, don't get me wrong, that would be huge, but I can't overpay for a player that we don't have room for. So no, thank you, Arizona. I can't do it. I know I really want to make that trade go through. I think Korpikoski would be awesome. Last chance. I wish I had like a live feed. I wish I just had like a couple of you guys, a couple of my assistant GMs kind of, on speed dial. I could just call you up like, hey, what do you guys think of this? But we're going to say no to that. Didn't make a trade, and no one made a trade. The first time in NHL history that no one has made a trade at the trade deadline. All right, that's weird. Let's go here up against the Islanders. Try to win 10 in a row. Let's go, boys. First period, 1-1, Patty Marleau and Michael Grabner. Period number 2, 2-2, Patrick Marleau again and John Tavares. Marleau can score. Marleau can put the puck in the net. That's why I kind of got him. I know he's a little bit older, but he's a guy who can put up, he can give you the 2-goal game, and Tavares gets a 2-goal game there. Come on, Marleau, get the Hattie, buddy, tie it up. Someone need a goal. 10 in a row, slipping away from us, and Okposo gets the empty netter. That's fine. You know what? 9 in a row. I can't really complain about that. That is nothing to be worried about at all. Marleau has 19, almost 20 there. Tavares had a big night, 3 points. But let's just get the rest of the regular season done with 36, 25, and 3 going into February here. We got hit with the injury bug a little bit, but we are now, we're 2 points out of first place in our division. I just want to make the playoffs. I don't care about winning the division. It'd be nice. It'd be the cherry on top, but we're 9-1 in our last 10. If we could, I know we're obviously not going to continue that, but if we can continue somewhat of that pace, that would just be excellent. Up against the Capitals here, and we win 6 6-2. Let's go ahead and scout here. I'm going to look for some tendies because I'm not sold on Ken Appleby. I know it's only been the 1 year, but is there any goalies even available? Second rounder, we can maybe get something with our second round pick this year. One goalie in the first round there. The goalie pool's looking weak, but we'll go in the O here for 6 weeks. There you go, and let's get the rest of the simulation done. So we'll slow sim the game against the Flyers because, you know, Rick Nash, all that good stuff. Felix Pox, you got it. You just have to do it. It's kind of a game you have to watch. Up against the Blues, they have not a very good record, 1-0 loss. Can't blame Henrik Lundqvist. I don't even care. We're going Henrik Lundqvist balls to the wall right now. We are starting him in every game. Brady Shea on March 26th. Jesus Christ, the injuries. The injuries on this team are just, they're brutal. We got to call up a defenseman here. We're going to have to call up Schultz or call up Grossman. That is just, that's gross. That's gross. That sucks. See what I did there? So clever. Henrik Lundqvist actually went up. He was at 89 at one point. Now he's at 90. So he's kind of all over the place here. He's actually having a pretty decent year, 37-20. He's starting a lot of games this year. I'm not rolling with Appleby. I can't trust him. He's like 1-6. You know, we cannot afford to be losing games like that. We already got hit with the injury bug here. Brady Shea is going to be gone for like 2 weeks, and we need to hit up the victories here. Get some victories here, boys. We've been winning a lot of late. 4-3 again. Brady Shea's out for 2 weeks. I will be sold on Jesper Fast if he hits 30 goals once again. If he has back-to-back 30-goal years, I have no problem playing him on the first line. Next year, Marleau gets a second line minutes, and we absolutely spank the Carolina Hurricanes 6-0. Look at this. We are on a roll right now. Kevin Hayes is injured, but we are battling together here as a team. 5-1. We are just on a tear right now, on an absolute tear. Let's go. First period, 2-2. Derek Brassard and Jesper Fast, baby. Skilly and Del Zotto got goals for them. Period 2, 3-2. Andrew McDonald. Don't end the winning streak here, boys. Come on, 22 shots. Nicholas Grossman, the call up. Felix Pox, baby. Eat it, Rick Nash. Eat it. Jesper Fast gets another one. Marleau gets another one on Cam Talbot. Eat it, Nash. Eat it, Talbot. 6-2. Pox gets another one. Boom. 7-3. Get shit on, Rick Nash. Get shit on. That was quite a game. Pox had 3 points. Mark Stahl had 3 helpers, and Marleau had 3 points as well. We are putting up some numbers here, guys. 6 goals there, 7 goals there, 5 goals there. Yeah, we're doing just fine. How you doing, Rick Nash? Yeah, get out of here, buddy. So it looks like Cam Talbot is their starter. That's kind of cool. I'm glad that he's got a starting job in the NHL. But a couple players there, full line change. Let's go ahead, and we're probably going to get our players back against the Columbus Blue Jackets. That'll be nice. 2-1 loss there, but we get Brady Shea back, so that is huge. We should be getting Marcel Gauck back pretty quick as well. But you know what? The way things are going, I'm probably just going to leave Marcel Gauck on the shelf. Christo's getting the fourth line done. I don't know if he's producing, but we're just going to continue here. Marcel Gauck can ride the pine for a little bit longer. Looks like Kevin Hayes, that injury, what was he even injured with? That must have been something really, really rough. We'll check the injury after I do one thing. I want to upgrade all of our stuff here. We have 44, never mind. We're not doing that. Actually, have a look here at his injury. What does he have? What does he go? Elbow surgery. Ooh, that's rough. Kevin Hayes, buddy, that's rough, man. You take your time, man. We're playing for you right now. Your brother's playing his heart out, and Henrik Lundqvist, top of the NHL. But there it is, tied for number 1. So we have how many games to go here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games to go. And if we beat the Islanders, I will be a happy guy. We're gonna be without Kevin Hayes for probably the first round of the playoffs. We're in the first, though. We battled. We have just been killing it lately. Jesper Fast, April 23rd. No, Jesper Fast, you bastard. Injuries. Fuck. That's the worst. That's the worst news I've heard all day. Jesper Fast. No. Oh my God, Pox. Might have to play you on the first line, buddy. What are we going to do here? Oh, God. I don't want to overplay him, but he's already up to an 84. Having a great rookie year. We're playing him on the first line. We're doing it. It's not going to be forever. We're playing him there, and we can just go ahead and we can go ahead and put Marcel Goc there. Bring Jimmy Hayes up. Kopecky. We are looking rough here, guys. We're getting hit with the injury bug, but we're battling. We're going to be just fine. Well, now that we just lost Jesper Fast, Felix Pollux, his ice time is going to double. So, oh, that sucks about Jesper Fast, man. That's so shitty. The poor guy works so hard, and just to get a bad injury like that sucks. First period up against the Islanders, 1-1, Derek Stepan and Michael Grabner. Period number 2, 1-1 again. Let's just go third period, 3-1. Ouch, Boychuk and Letty. Ouch, that is rough. That's rough there. We lose against the Islanders. Big 2 points we just gave away there. That sucks without Jesper Fast. I don't feel comfortable without him. Like, it's weird. I don't like having a team without him. 43, 30, and 3. The record could obviously be a lot better. We're going to be without Jesper Fast for a long time. Maybe even the first round. And no Kevin Hayes. Oh, these injuries, man. You know what? It's realistic, though. That's what happens. People are playing balls to the wall. They're playing with their heart on their sleeve right now. Oscar Lindberg, fuck the injuries. Oh, my God. Marcel Goc, get up here. Got to bring another player up. Jesus, I can't believe the amount of injuries right here. But Jesper Fast having a great year. Almost got back-to-back 30-goal years. 53 points again. That's excellent, buddy. That's just great. Jesper Fast is an absolute beauty. That just sucks he went down with that injury. Bringing up Andrew Schufelt here. Oh, man, these injuries are something else is what they are. They are something else. Andrew Schufelt, welcome back on the team, man. We're going to put you up there. The team's looking rough. We're not looking all right right now. We're hurting. We're definitely hurting. But this is where we need our character guys to step up. Derek Brassard, I'm looking at you. Derek Stepan, 34 goals. He stepped up in a huge way since we've lost Kevin Hayes. But, I mean, I do not want to go here out on a losing note. We're starting Lundqvist in every game. I told you guys that. That's totally fine. Up against Pittsburgh here. And we win. Oscar Lindberg is available to play. Okay, so it wasn't that bad. Only a couple games out. That's fine. We'll get him right back in there. Man, these injuries are just eating us alive right now. We're going to get Kevin Hayes back within the next 10 days, which is going to be huge going towards the... Oh, my God. We can't even simulate a fucking game without an injury. This is brutal. Mark Stahl, mild concussion, April 11th. It's only like 5 days. I'm just going to go replace player, just get out of the regular season. This tail end of the regular season has just been, it's been a disaster is what it has been. We started off great, got the injuries, and it's just been rough. It has been hurt. I wouldn't be surprised if we got another injury right here. Sorry for cursing, but that's just ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Last game of the year. Let's go. First period, 2-0, fair and Olsen. We have no bodies out there. Second period, 5-2, Marlowe and Moore. We come back a little bit, Brassard and Lindberg, but we go out on a losing note. We are limping into the playoffs here. Just got a huge cast. We're rolling in on a couple crutches. We are bruised and we are battered. We got Mark Stahl back. I will edit all of that once we figure out who we're facing in the playoffs. We should get Kevin Hayes back as well. There it is. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. That's fantastic. We're out without Jesper Fast for 2 weeks. Oh, up against Alexander Ovechkin and the Washington Capitals in round number 1. Not only just Alexander Ovechkin, Nicholas Backstrom. Looks like they got Frederick Anderson in net. They also have a little guy you might know by the name of Connor McDavid. So yeah, it's about to this is going to be a hell of a series here. Let's just go. We'll check out everything, check out the stats, and then we'll look at Washington in the next episode. But 11th in the NHL. We probably would have been somewhere up to here if we wouldn't have had all those injuries. That really hurt our stock. Let's go goals for, 247 goals. That's good enough for 6th in the NHL. Goals against, we're number 9. Power play goals, 15. Power play percentage, we're 19. Not the greatest. And our PK was 24th. So, yeah, it was a weird tail end to the year. It wasn't ideal at all by any stretch of the imagination. It was not an ideal year. We started off really shitty, but we got our way into the playoffs here. And look at Brassard and Stepan, 76 points each, 30 goals between the two of them, 35 for Derek Brassard. So that is huge. And you guys wanted me to trade Derek Stepan. I remember that. I mean, I was even thinking about it. Only 14 goals last year, explodes for 35 this year. Kreider had 57. Finally, he does actually not too bad. Marlowe had 55. Can someone do the calculations how many points he had since coming to our team and how many points he has right now? Jesper Fast, the poor guy, would have had another 30 goal year, but injuries robbed him of that. McDonough led the way on the back end, 51 points for our stud, our captain, attaboy McDonough. And Felix Pox had a huge rookie year, 48 points, 21 goals, plus 13, only took 10 penalty minutes, 9 game-winning goals on the kid. That is huge. That's massive. Keith Yandel had a lot of apples, 39 apples, 46 points. Kevin Hayes only played 55 games, but he did have 37 points. He had a huge injury there. He had elbow surgery. That's brutal. Mark Stahl actually had a decent amount of points this year, 35 points. He actually exploded for points there. Oscar Lindberg, 31, not too bad. He's like the best third liner. He's up there with like Cody Eakin. I love having Oscar Lindberg there. JT Miller, again, not a terrible year. Jimmy Hayes, 24 points, again on the fourth line, not too bad. Dominic Moore, 22 points, Masters total for last year. Kopecky, Brady Shea, why is he, I mean, he's a +8. He hasn't put up any points really since coming to the NHL, but you know what? He's always been a plus player. I can't really complain about that. Travis Hamonic, 10 points. Again, kind of the exact same thing, except he was a minus. That's not very good at all. But Travis Hamonic there. Christo had 8 points. He actually played about half the year because we were littered with injuries. Girardi, again, majority. Yeah, he's obviously always a plus player. 6 points. He's down to an 82 overall, so he's declining very quick here. Marcel Gock, 4 points. Grossman had 2. Schufelt and Nick Schultz both played 7 games, 14 total. No points between the two of them. Rookie goalies, Appleby, 1-6. I said I wanted to start him around 30 games this year, but he had the 1 win and then lost, and he lost my confidence. So that's the way it kind of happened there. And the King, Henrik Lundqvist, when Appleby, we figured out he was not going to be, the 20 to 30 game guy. Lundqvist was like, you know what, guys, this is probably going to be my last year of starting, 75 games, and I'm going to give you my all. And he did just that. 7 shutouts. What an absolute warrior. Let's go ahead and we'll check out all skaters for the whole NHL, and then we will end this episode off. But let's go. Points-wise, Jonathan Toews, Patrick Kane, the dynamic duo, 94-96. Look at their plus-minus. Oh, my God. Crosby's right behind there. Tavares, Kopitar, Skinner, Nuge, and Kessel round out your top 8. Goals, we have Patty Kane, Taylor Hall, 250 goal guys this year. Assists, 83 for Toews. That's just gross. Rookie tendies, it's going to be looking like Jackson Whistle, Bayou, this guy, Billa, Billa, y'all, Marcus Hellberg, Malcolm Subban, and Jack Campbell. Rookie skaters, Felix Pox is not listed as a rookie for some reason, but David Pasternak, look at that beauty, 78 points on the guy. What a rookie year. Hunter Shinkarik right behind him, and Ty Ratty. Ryan Pulock is at 86. Wow, he progressed really nicely, coming right out of the AHL for a huge 50-point year, plus 27. That could be a, you know what, Pasternak had an amazing year. He has definitely taken home that Calder Trophy. Koklachev had 15 goals, 49 points. Max Domi, Leon Draisaitl, and that guy. Let's go ahead and check out the goalies here. Obviously, Henrik Lundqvist, number 1 in wins. Save percentage, Corey Crawford saves. Lundqvist stopped about 100 more pucks than anyone else in the NHL this year. Crawford led the way with 8 shutouts, 31-9 for Corey Crawford. My goodness. Who's taking home the James Norris this year? And it's going to be a close one. You got Ryan Suter, Ekman Larson, Carlson, Doughty Green, Hamilton Keith, and PK Subban. Rounding out your top 8, there's your top 10, Weir Kosh and Torrey Krug. So we are limping into the playoffs here. We're getting people back. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in round 1 of the playoffs. Don't forget, there is the email if you want to send anything. I thought that would be more successful than it was, but only got about 2 submissions. If you guys want to send anything, some fan art, some audio comment, send whatever you want to the email, and I will post it in the next GM. We'll get some hype going for round number 1, and I'll see you guys then.